Hello there, you're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS News at 5. It's Monday, August 29. Let's begin with our top story. The recently announced Sarawak Kusayang Special Aid BKSS 9.0 worth more than 1 billion ringgit consists of 5 measures in an effort to lessen the burden of those affected by the rising cost of living.
Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunopeng said, among the 5 measures are the continued discounts for monthly electricity and water bills, which are extended from July to December this year. He further reiterated that the Sarawak government will continue with the initiative to provide 5 to 25% discount on monthly electricity bills of domestic households and commercial and industrial users, including food operators and retailers, which is set to benefit 685,000 account holders statewide, involving a cost of 201.76 million ringgit.
Langkah pertama, diskaun bil elektrik. Kerajaan Sarawak akan meneruskan inisiatif pemberian diskaun 5% sehingga 25% ke atas bil elektrik bulanan kepada pengguna domestik, komersial dan industri, termasuklah pengusaha dan peruncit makanan. Langkah kedua, diskaun bil air. Diskaun 10% hingga 25% ke atas bil air bulanan untuk pengguna domestik, komersial dan industri diteruskan mulai Julai hingga Disember 2022.
Aside from that, Abang Johari said discount of 25% will be given for assessment rates exceeding 400 ringgit a year and 30% discount for assessment rates below 400 ringgit for residential, commercial, industrial, and special holdings from July to December this year. Meanwhile, the 4th package includes discounts for rental of stalls and markets under the purview of local authorities.
Langkah keempat, diskaun 50% sewa pasar dan gerai. Diskaun 50% sewa pasar dan gerai pihak berkuasa tempatan PBT untuk peniaga dan penjaja diteruskan bagi bulan Julai hingga Disember 2022. Bantuan ini akan memberi manfaat kepada lebih daripada 10,000 penjaja yang berdaftar yang menyewa pasar dan gerai di bawah PBT.
He further explained that the discounts will also apply to those registered under statutory bodies, namely the Land Custody and Development Authority LCDA and the Sarawak Economic Development Corporation SEDC, costing the government 1.73 million ringgit.
The Taliban administration has appealed for help from the international community after the death toll in Afghanistan reached 192 this month because of flooding. Local authorities said that thousands of livestock have died and 1.7 million fruit trees were destroyed. Increased concerns on how families would feed themselves going to colder months as the country also deals with economic crisis.
اوس چې کومو موادو یا کوم شي ته ضرورت دی هغه ده 1 میلیون څخه زیات کورنیو لپاره بیړنۍ مرستې ته فعلا اوس ضرورت شته هغه که البسه ده که سرپناه خیمې دي او که خوراکي مواد دي.
Afghanistan has also been hit by other natural disasters this year, including earthquake that killed more than 1,000 people in June.
د زلزلې نه وروسته او د دې سیلابونو وروسته موږ ډیرو مرضو سره رخ او مخ شو. وجوهات دا و چې هلته به پاکې اوبه نه وي موجودې چې بیا په خپل ذات کې د نس ناستې د مرضو سبب وګرځېدل. همدارقته ځینې نور مرضونه لکه سینه بغل یا نمونیا په وړو ماشومانو کې وجوهات دا و چې دوی ته هغه معین ټمپریچر یا هغه د هوا یا د موسم د درجه حرارت نشتونوالی د دوی د مرزو سبب وګرځیده.
Since the Taliban took over a year ago, Afghanistan have been cut off from the international financial system.
We have a digitization, right? A sort of massive increase in digitization of work. And digitization of work might actually make it harder to disconnect.
As such, the loss of life associated with longer working hours showed that 745,000 people died from stroke and heart disease associated with long working hours in 2016. It also showed that people living in Southeast Asia were among those most affected.
In Malaysia, enforcement of amendments to the Employment Act 1955 to provide for shorter working hours has been postponed to January 1st next year from its earlier scheduled date of September 1st, 2022. According to Human Resources Minister Datuk Sri M. Saravanan, the matter was decided by the Cabinet after industries and employers requested for a postponement. Apart from shorter working hours from 48 to 45 hours per week, the law will also increase maternity leave from 60 days to 98 days and paternity leave from 3 days to 7 days.
He said, engagement sessions with stakeholders found that industry players, especially employers, needed a bit more time for the amendments to come into force because they were still dealing with the issue of shortage of foreign workers and were recovering from the pandemic. Saravanan said the restrictions imposed on the entry of foreign workers in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic had resulted in a shortage of manpower in industries. He said although Malaysia now allowed foreign workers to enter again, the process of fulfilling the manpower needs of industry would take time. Previously, the amendments were approved by Parliament in March this year, and Saravanan had earlier said that the amended law would be enforced on September 1st.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. Just a click away by visiting to our official website at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. That's all the time we have for TVS News at 5. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching.